Hi, I'm Steve, the Introverted Traveler. I've made it my mission in life to explore the beaches, deserts, mountains, and even cityscapes around us, and to do so while avoiding contact with as many people as possible. And although I will never hang out with you for any reason, I do invite you to join me on my journey. Come and see the world through the eyes of an extreme introvert. On this edition, it's cows, and more cows as we make our way around Black Diamond Regional Park near Antioch, California. Along the way, we will see, well, cows, but also green pastures, gnarly trails, and great views. All this and much more on this Introverted Travels. Greetings once again, here on another adventure, and unfortunately this has been one of the more daunting starts I've had on a hike for a long time. We are in Black Diamond Regional Preserve here in Antioch, California in the Bay Area, and right off the bat, the trail I'm on, which is apparently a conglomeration of trails because it has a big long name. I'm not even going to try to memorize it, so I am just going to put it in the text here below where I'm talking in the video. But we're doing a loop today. It's about 7 miles. We're out here in what used to be coal mining country back in the 1800s. And right off the bat, we climbed up a hill that was all mud. Look at this. I don't know if you can see that. Camera's upside down. I am covered. Guess who's with me today? Mr. $2 dog fee. $5 to park, $2 for a dog. And they gave me a warning at the gate that there are a lot of mushrooms out, and so he is not to eat the mushrooms because he will either die or get very, very high or just puke in my car, which is probably what he would do anyway. But luckily he doesn't like mushrooms that much. So yeah, I'm discombobulated. We're in a park that does not have a ton of people. There are people here, but there's also trails everywhere, and there's rolling hills. The parking lot was not full, thank goodness. So I am hoping that the mud and literally falling in a mud hole and getting my boot stuck about 5 minutes ago is gonna be the worst of my complaints today. But you know me, I have a very, very large capacity for complaining, and I can find something to complain about pretty much everywhere and in anything. So we'll see, but so far, the number of people here is, I mean, there are people here. Antioch is part of the Bay Area, and it's a quite a large little suburb area. So the funny thing is though, when I pulled into the road that take me to the park, all the cars disappeared. So I don't know if this is kind of a hidden gem. I don't know if it's something that has any popularity, but not a whole lot of people out right now. I got a whole lot of dog with me. Look at that. Yep, he's with me once again. I don't know when I'll post this video, but we're here on April Fool's Day, and nature decided to fool me by, you know, causing me to fall into a freaking mud hole. But all right, positive vibes. We're gonna do this hike. It's gonna take me hours. It's gonna be rigorous. It's rated as a challenging hike, but it's all trails, so who the hell knows what that means? And who the hell knows how long it actually is. I'm hoping it's under 7, but again, it's all trails, so it could be 500 miles. All right, folks, I've got the complaining done. I've got the introduction done. Let's go. Well, right off the bat, we got a gnarly trail. You know, we are in a period here. It's, as I said, April 1st. It has not been raining this week. It stopped, I believe, just a few days ago, but it's been warm and sunny enough that a lot of this has dried out. But check this, check out this trail. This is an area where cows free range, and there are hoof tracks everywhere, or whatever the hell cows have. And of course, there was a lot of mud and looked like there was a lot of water flowed through here. Not a beautifully groomed trail. but that's okay. Look around at us though here. Look around us, I should say, for proper grammar. We've got rolling hills. We got some flowers up there on that little ridge. Flowers ahead of us. Green trees everywhere. We got trees up above us with the leaves on it. It is no longer winter. I think spring has finally started to come. We're in a beautiful area. He's gotten to pee already on several exotic plants. And as usual, I fell into a mud hole back there. Got my boot stuck. And the little furry butthead decided that he was just gonna leave me there. Found a dry, bank on the side of the trail and just went for it and took off to the extent of his leash. As you can see, there's some problem solving going on over here. Come on, you can do it. This isn't as bad as it was. Yeah, not the greatest trail conditions, but we're gonna keep at it. All right, that was literally awful. That entire part of the trail, nothing but a soupy mess. He had issues, I had issues. I got more mud all over me. It's just miserable. Again, after effects of severe rainstorms, but I was hoping that, but you get the, there you go. No, okay. All right. So effects of severe rainstorms over the past few months, but I was really, really hoping that it would be a little less soupy now that it's starting to dry out, but no. And here's our next challenge. Bovine in the middle of the trail. Bovine staring at me. A lot of cows out here. Hopefully they're friendly or, at least not rabid. I don't think cows get rabies, but it's kind of funny thinking about a rabid cow, isn't it? It's foaming at the mouth going, moo. Well, this one's just staring at us. I'm hoping it lets us pass. Stay tuned for any reports of cow-related injuries, though. And those are never good. Oh, here we go. Hello, cow. Move along. Yes, I'm scarier. I don't have udders. I'm udderless. But, hey, no, you don't have udders either. Come on, let's go. Little cow dog. Jeez. Okay, now I get why there's nobody on this trail. This trail is a little piece of hell. Even the dog's having problems navigating it. I guess I should have known better, but I go off of reviews. There is some angry mooing coming behind that hill. I think I should start walking. Oh, angry mooing. I'm just in a field of angry moos at the moment. And I don't know if anybody has ever been in that type of situation, but you don't mess with the moos. You really don't. But what I can say is, usually when I make these videos, the thing that I have to talk about in between filming parts of the trail is, all the people out. It gives me content to complain about, things to moan and gripe about, and, although this is subjective, funny things to say. When I don't have people to rally against, which lately I haven't as much because, well, you saw this trail. They've all been like this, or some version of this lately. But usually I get to rally against people, and when I don't, I just find it harder to have something to say. But in this case, I'm just gonna substitute cows for people and just start ranting about how many cows there are out here and how there's too many cows in the world. Too many damn cows. It sounds like a cow is freaking out over there. I'm hearing like rabid moos. Maybe they do get rabies. Maybe I'm just screwed. I don't know. Sounds like cows in distress. Maybe they don't want me here. Maybe I violated the sacred land of the cows or something. But yeah, Too many cows, people. Too many cows out. Cows as far as the eye could see. And difficult to navigate trail. It's a bovine wonderland out here. And actually, the cows are the reason why the trail's so bad, because look at that. Big hoof prints in the mud. They come down here, they squash the trail up. I mean, I could just rant for hours about these damn cows. I mean, how did these cows not know I was coming? All right, there's your content. There's your 4-star winning comedic content for the day as I navigate through cow leavings. You get bovine humor. Congratulations, it was really worth clicking on this video, folks. Well, there they are, all gathering down there, looking all smug. Seriously, there's no people out here, so it's all cow hatred. There's some white cows, brown cows, some dark brown cows, some black cows. It's just Cowapalooza. Look at this. This is actually pretty cool. Way in the distance, and there's no way the GoPro is good enough to catch this, I doubt it, is a whole farm of windmills. So those big white windmills, even further in distance, they're actually a little bit closer, but still far away, is like a huge field of wildflowers. It's a couple of miles away though. And there's something round down there. I don't know what that is. But yeah, we've got some good views up here. And trail's getting a little better. I think he's tired because he's been going over ruddy cow pies this entire time. But yeah, so far we're making it. We're not doing good time, but we haven't died yet. Again, everywhere I go, nature wants to kill me. Today it's trying to throw cows at me. Too many cows. Too many cows. All right, I have no idea if you can see that, but we found people again. So yay. I mean, really not yay, but it gives me something to complain about. It gives me more content. Ew, people, awful. But I will tell you, I definitely prefer cows. I mean, I was pseudo complaining about cows, not really, I don't really care, but people like care if they're out here, and it's awful. Luckily, there's hardly any. Very few, because most people are apparently smarter than me. They don't deal with whatever is going on out here. It's a trail from hell today, folks. Poor dog has his tail down. He's tired of these trails. I'm tired of these trails, but that's okay. And we have miles left. But you know how it goes. You'll fast forward probably to the end if you even bother watching the entire video, and you'll see, as usual, we'll make it, and or we'll get buried in cow shit. That could happen too. It's always an exciting adventure out here. All right, cows, off the trail, VIP, coming through, small, poodle mix, large, bald weirdo, coming through, very, very important people. Yes, chew your cud, we're not gonna harm you, you're gonna be okay. Skittish lot, aren't they? Yeah. All right, so we're still alive. There have been cows everywhere. Cows jumping out of the bushes, cows falling down hillsides, cows here, cows there. You know, I'm beginning to wonder. I don't know how All Trails puts up its trail selection, but I'm wondering sometimes if some of these trails are just a practical joke. Like, hey, let's have hikers go out in the middle of a cow pasture and see how they like the cows all around them. Oh, that'd be funny. Because this trail seriously feels, I mean, there's There is no trail. I'm in a cow field. I'm in a field full of cows. There's mud everywhere. There's ruts all throughout the trails. There's hoof prints. I've been mooed at I don't know how many times. So the joke may very well be on me. It may be. I mean, maybe All Trails is some sort of like practical joke, like one of those blooper shows, and they just send out hikers to like the most ludicrous areas they can and then secretly tape it. Oh, still better than people. You know what the ironic thing is? This trail is completely miserable because it's all cut up and, you know, muddy. It is what it is, but I actually paid money to do this. I paid $7 to be yelled at by cows and to stomp through literally their crap. I'm sure I could have gotten this for free just in a random pasture somewhere, but no, I mean, it's lovely out here and it's beautiful. You can get rid of the bovine screaming, but yeah. You gotta question my choices in life. I actually spent money on this. I'm gonna ponder that for a while and think about what went wrong and where it went wrong. Let's go. Don't know if you can see that, and I'm not walking over there because this hill's hard enough as it is. But that is a field, apparently a super bloom of buttercup flowers. So it is pretty out here. I mean, I will admit, this is pretty. This is beautiful. But it's cow pasture, and it's hard. At least this time of year. I don't know what this is like in the summer. I can't imagine that this is green in the summer though. So you're gonna get dead grass in the summer probably, and no flowers, and no cows. I don't think they're out in the summer. Or you can go out here now with me. Please don't come out when I'm here. But you can come out at this time and march through the mud and get mooed at and see this beautiful field of wildflowers up there. So yeah, that makes me wonder whether it's worth coming out here at all, but it's not terrible. It's not my favorite hike. It's a hard hike, and I meant it to be a hard hike, but I didn't quite realize that it was going to be like that. Well, I see some people and some cows ahead of us. I see some cows that way too. All cows all the time. It's been a rough one for us, for both of us. It's been muck, it's been slopping, it's been slop. It's just been rough. That's okay. I still would prefer walking through cow crap than dealing with people. I mean, we'll do our rating later, but still beats Disneyland on the 4th of July. Still beats Disneyland any day. My mascot isn't Mickey Mouse, it's cud chewing cow. I hear people, and guess what? They talk. Oh, how many times am I gonna have to make videos complaining about this? When you're in nature, just shut up. I don't give a crap about your life, and you don't give a crap about mine. I'm not gonna talk to you. You don't talk to me, and let's not hear each other. Of course, I'm going sloth-like up this hill here. It's a nice, beautiful hill. Taking my time for him. Although he's peeing all over the place, so. But now we're hearing mundane, stupid conversations. I hate it. I'm gonna let him pass me, but I'm gonna give him the stink eye, because, you know, I give everybody the stink eye, because that's just me, but Oh, people, shut up. You're not that important. I'm not that important. In the scheme of the universe, we're absolutely nothing and our lives mean nothing. So can you just be quiet about being nothing and, you know, going up the trail, please? Because seriously, shut up. Well, this is pretty much going to tell you all you need to know about this hike. Somebody made a smiley face in a cow pie. I don't really need to comment any further than that. It speaks volumes for itself, folks. Yeah. So I just turned on the camera to, you know, do one of my brilliant Pulitzer Prize winning monologues. And we hear a coyote. Down there somewhere in the distance, look. Not that you can see the coyote, but you can see the distance. Here. Look at that. He's on all of his predator instincts. Unfortunately, his prey is like a hard-boiled egg that I leave on the floor for him, but still. We're starting to see parking lots, although we're not quite back to where we started, which I guess was a different parking lot, was towards the front of the park. So, since we're starting to see parking lots, I think it's a good time for us to do our rating scales. So, I explain this every video. 1 to 10 for how introverted a trail is. 10 being the middle of a field in Antarctica, the perfect, marvelous, most beautiful, majestic place in the universe because there's no people. And then a 1 being the worst place in the world, Disneyland on the 4th of July, where it's like the 7th circle of hell amount of people. So, given that scale, this particular trail has actually been around a 9 most of the time, although I'm seeing a lot of cars now, and I have started to see people. So, we'll go ahead and give it an 8. Because, unfortunately, people, there's always people on every trail, but that's okay. Overall, the trail's been good. Now, if you want to rate the number of cows on this trail, that's a different story, but the cows have actually been, you know, relatively docile, so we'll go ahead and leave them out and just rate this at an 8 overall. Now, the misery index, and the reason I've stopped is there's a fork in the road and I have to check the L trails, figure out which way I'm going, and I'll do that in a minute. The misery index, 1 to 5, 1 being no misery whatsoever. That's a mythical number because I never reach a 1. And 5 being the most miserable ever. Most of the hike I've been about a 2 because, you know, that's like my baseline anyway. I'm seeing some people, so maybe it's edging up to a 3, but yeah. Overall, this hike has not been terrible. It's been very strenuous. It has been difficult mostly because of weather-related conditions. And, you know, I've had a fair amount of things to complain about, but overall, not a terrible way to spend a Saturday. And the dog is hacking up something because he's allergic to grass and he just stuck his face in a bunch of it. Wonderful. All right, the parking lot, and thus the trailhead, since the parking lot was the trailhead this time around, is in sight. So you know what that means. We are at the end of yet another hike. We did, let's see, let's actually make all trails do some work for a change. We did, well, according to this, 6.97 miles in 5 hours and 12 minutes, which is fairly slow, but the All Trails app, of course, said that I think it was supposed to be 6.5 miles, so always add about half a mile. And the recap, we saw mud, we saw cow manure, we slopped through both mud and cow manure, we went up hills, we went down hills, We saw cows, of course. We saw a few people, but luckily, even though the parking areas down here are busy, we didn't encounter a whole lot of people on the trail today. It made it tolerable. Saw some beautiful views. We heard a coyote, saw the dog pee on a bunch of things, and overall, not a terrible way to spend a Saturday. Not a bad hike, and although I'm here when it's nice and green and there's wildflowers out, this area is not a bad area to be. Might be a little hot and dry in the summer, but overall, we did good today. But you know what's coming. Stay introverted, everyone. Stay out of cow pastures, stay out of mud, and I'll see you in the next adventure.